days like this, with the sun out, you just want to work on the drift car. So, on the last time, you guys know that Ross, his brother, he's the one that got me these adjustable tension arms. I took the time to go clean them out as much as I could. And when I say clean, I meant really just soak them in penetrating oil so I could really have a good grasp of using them. Hold on. And you gotta really be careful with these. Because you might lose them. Found it. All right, cool. So, yeah, they're a little old, but you know what? I love it. I love how they look. Look. I just love the patina around the rust. It just looks like it's been used and abused, right? It just gives that great grassroots type feel, which is really fitting for the car. And oh my lord, another leak! I swear, I just fixed this not that long ago, man. Like, you guys know, just right before the drift event, oh my god, where is it leaking from? It's like a bloodbath. And it leaked through the trailer. Oh, man. I guarantee you, I know where it's leaking from. Guarantee you. Oh, yeah. That's where she's leaking from. Well, and then right here, it's not leaking behind the rack, which is, you know what? I'll take it. As long as it's not been leaking behind the rack, because, you guys know it took me forever to finally get that thing fixed, right? But you know what? That's totally manageable. Maybe a seal's blown or something, just like the other ones were. Much better. I mean, the car looks super beautiful. The tarp really doesn't do that justice. So, I was helping out my manager, and then she was storing this, broomstick pole that was destroyed. And I thought to myself, man, this would be a perfect new hood prop. I've been using everything to umbrellas or even like just long jack sticks just to hold the car, because obviously the original car doesn't have one anymore. So that'd be super nice. By the way, at the track, I kept on losing. I lost the pin. So like I didn't want the hood just to fly out and God forbid hit somebody. So I took one of those like key rings. So I mean, it doesn't go anywhere, but now I gotta take this thing out and I gotta buy new pins for it. So what I'm gonna do now is undo the straps, get the jack underneath there, and then start, popping this thing up. And then we're gonna start putting these arms in. And, honestly, they really don't look that bad. Like, they look like, it came off of a villain's arm kit, right, that my buddy was using. So, honestly, I'm just super excited. I'm super excited. And hopefully I could get an alignment today, right? And I just, it's been, I never took this car for an alignment. I think, yeah, you know what? I never did. So it's going to be the very first time this car is getting an alignment, if we can. So that'd be perfect. And then finally get this thing dialed down and finally have my counter steer back. She's a bit long. You kind of have to, cross her for a little bit. I might have to cut it a little bit shorter. But look at that, dude. Oh. Am I feeling it here? Or on? Oh yeah, follow the stream. Those adjustables is gonna do so much. Like, you can already tell that there's not enough caster. Like, we could bring that forward so much compared to here where this had no damage. You see how the wheel and the arm is like kind of leveled right there. This frame wasn't damaged as bad because that one was the one that got hit back at Rockford. But you could tell right away. See, that's a little bit more flush. But then you see over here, right? In comparison, right? So this frame is kinked, by the way. So this frame is not straight. It's kinked. So if we're looking at it like this, you see it's just pushed a little bit back. So we could bring that a lot more forward. And this is going to start counter steering better again, right? And honestly, the new arm setup that I have is solid. Like, I have no, I'm going to, like, when I jack up the car, right? I'm going to see to make sure there's no play right there, right? From drilling it out. But you know what? It looks like so far it's pretty good. Once I got this thing jacked, and I moved this wheel, there's a lot of play coming from the ball joint here, and this nut is not even tightened down. Like, I swear I tightened this down, but maybe I should tighten down more. But I just kind of like hand turned it, right? And there's not as much play anymore. But like, once you get it tightened down, should be all set. I should get like a nylon nut though, so I can really hold it down. That was just whatever I had, so I'll probably go to the parts store and get that first. So was I a little worried that the nut was loose? It didn't fall off. I was sending it pretty hard too. And I didn't torque it down either. I should have really torqued it down. That's what I should have done too. That would have been so much nicer. But honestly, a nylon nut would honestly really help out too. So the vibration of it wouldn't go bad. I mean, when I modified that knuckle, I didn't really do a good job spacing it out properly. Oh, you could look. This is where I believe the tire was hitting. It was shaving all this off. I don't know if this was here before or after I installed it, because I don't know if I painted it over again just to see if it was doing that again. But I mean, but still, wow. And oh god. Oh yeah. Oh, this is loose too. Oh, this nut is loose too. And this, oh, that's not there. Oh, this is loose too. Oh my god. This whole unit was this whole thing was loose. It's a good thing I chopped this off so I could put a socket in there, but oh my god. You know what? God bless power tools, man. Just right here. Oh, there you go. One down. Come on. Alright, something. Because nothing broke out. Well, before that too, I want to tighten these guys up because look at this. Look at that. And then over here, look at that. So when the accident happened, the original, because these bolts were originally fixed through the frame, but ever since the accident they just popped out. So what I did was I just drilled them out and I just put bolts and nuts on them. So I just need to tighten them really, really hard and probably put some Loctite on them because that one is loose. This one's loose. I mean, this thing is connected to the new support frame that my buddy Coda made, which is like obviously holding this thing fixed, but this thing, having this thing up and down, which explains why I was hearing a clunking noise. That explains why the clunking noise was coming from. It's coming from right here. And looks like I don't carry any Loctite at all. At all. Well, I'm not gonna just not put Loctite on that thing. So, well, time to head to the auto parts store. I'm picking up a few more things, O-rings for the ANs, because I know they use an O-ring, so hopefully one of these, my new hood pins. And now, I've never seen this before. 3 times, right? I know I use the red one more often. I know the red one's pretty good, right? But 3 times. It's about almost a little bit more than $1 more expensive than that. But you know what? I think the red ones will just do just fine, if I'm honest. I totally forgot the vacuum hose, but I don't remember which vacuum hose I need to buy. You know what? That looks like it. All right, we got our supplies. Let's see how this goes. Oh, look at that frame, man. Rockford Speed Day really hit us hard, didn't it, FDM? That took a lot longer than expected, but a good impact and a flathead combination, nice and tight. And I feel a lot more confident too since we put a good amount of Loctite on it. So now we can finally get into the main part of those tension rods. Come on. Ow, 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 ow. Then, just gotta convince the... All right, come on. Yes. Ugh, these humongous gloves. We'll get that nice and snug. I mean, look at that. Huh? Oh, this is a 16, not a 17. Oh, you know, it's a really great idea dumping this thing in penetrating oil. Look at that. So this arm is pretty much ready to go. Just gotta tighten this thing down. I mean, the good thing is I'm trailering this to the shop. Look at that, guys. I mean, I haven't had like aftermarket like these tension rods for such a long time. I remember the very first time I bought one of these, I bought these exact same brand. Well, the exact same archetype of the brand. I don't know if it's exactly the same brand, but wow, look at that. I'm really, really excited. I'm hoping a lot right here. So I'm hoping that with this, since it'll move the caster forward, it will give me back a lot my counter steer back. So one way to find out when we go to the alignment place. So before I work on the other side, might as well get this wastegate vacuum line taken care of. As I was taking out the clamp, do you guys see right there? Boom. That could be another leak potentially happening right there. I mean, it pretty much will become like this. So this line was, even if this line did not blew, this line would have blew right here. I mean, look how all that heat did to this line. Like, it just melted and, you know, just, oh my God. It's so hard. It's like, oh, Jesus, look at that. So, I mean, this AutoZone line is not going to be any better, but it's just something to put on to it just to go for Friday. So, we'll see how long this thing lasts. All right, new vacuum line has been assembled in. We got a little space away from the reservoir, and then just a little safety measure, a little zip tie. I noticed something. You know how the power steering is leaking, right? Like, you know how it's just dripping? And this is the closest thing where it's dripping to. I literally just took this flathead, I'm tightening it, and then it was loose. I mean, it wasn't loose, but it was like I mean, I'm not that strong, so I'm like, oh wow, I got a couple good turns in this thing. I'm like, oh my God, please don't tell me it was just because of all that. So, I mean, because I was looking at it, I'm like, yeah, it's oily, you know? Like, I remember I brake cleaned this thing. I mean, I'll probably tighten this one more time, right? But I'll just keep a watch on it because it's still, like, relatively dry underneath the bottom. I mean, not dry, but, like, you can see there's streaks on it. But we'll see what happens now. I mean, I tightened it up, so we'll see what happens and see if it continually leaks. If it continually leaks, then, yeah, I'm going to have to break open and take that seal open and take a look at it. But so far, I think we're pretty good. This thing actually should come off pretty easy, and then once we're done, we just put the wheel back and then clean up and get ready to start head out to the alignment shop. You guys would not know, so this one's okay. This one, okay. Wait a minute. This is a sub. Oh my God, dude. This must be where the clunking coming from this car. So I probably was hearing this, but this thing is fixed. This is what I've been hearing. Oh my God, dude. I'm glad I caught that. So for same thing for this side, I am going to Loctite that. This one's nice and solid, so I'm not really too worried about it. I just actually, look at that, just impact that up there. That thing is nice and tight. Enough to see the threads. Look at that, nice and tight. We're all good to go. So now, oh God. So now, got the tension arm to work with. And this one, I had it dipped in penetrating oil too. So this should come off easy just like the other one. Oh, come on. Follow. Perfect. Lock it down. Right. This one's not, this hasn't freed up or anything. Okay. Nice. This thing would not want to budge. I got this point out. This thing could move, but this thing would not want to budge, man. I went to go buy some WD-40, right, to kind of get that thing lubricated. You are not gonna believe this. It is snowing out right. Okay, hold on. You guys can see it? You guys can see a little bit? It is snowing. It's March. We literally had a great, oh my God, it's snowing. It's snowing. I'm getting flashbacks already right now. Oh my goodness. All right, we gotta hurry up because it is cold. It's getting, I can just look at the clouds. Look at that. It's coming. It's coming. It was sunny before, so what I'm gonna do is, the good thing is I made a gap right there. Right, there's a little gap that I made, so I'm gonna try to, spray it down as much as I could. Oh my God, I can feel the cold front. Come on, really. All right, and then let's make sure to lube everything else. Okay. Oh my God, it's cold. Ooh. Okay, same thing for here. Okay. It's snowing. Welcome to the Midwest. All right, so gonna finish this. I'm gonna finish this up now. Clean everything up. I made an appointment for Friday morning, so we're gonna cut it really close. Like, drift event starts at 10 o'clock, Wisconsin. I'm obviously not gonna make it there at 10. I should make it there by noon. Oh, it's cold. Okay, so I'm gonna clean up now. I'll be seeing you guys Friday morning. Hold up, we got merch! We got 4 different designs to choose from. We got the classic, the blueprint, the sunrise, and the version 2. You love hats? We got you! We got the FDM designed hat. Link in the description and follow for more merch.